those children could have done differently. Anybody in my class, there's no wrong answer. I don't even when I was teaching children, they don't have wrong answer. Even if it's wrong, I'll say you have an idea. Yes, it's an idea, and we'll work it together. That's a good thought. Let's look at it this way. Maybe we lead us to this way. That was how I thought. So I don't have wrong answers. Please feel comfortable. What was missing? What was missing? Yes, what else? Empathy. Somebody said empathy there, yes? Lack of parental care, yes? Self-confidence. What else was missing? Awareness. Self-awareness. Okay. Anybody else? Any other ideas on what was missing? Self-discipline. I'm listening. I can hear some of them. Yes? Self-control of emotions. Listen. Everybody was wrong in that video, including the watchers. Every single person. The person who was recording the video, the person who was being slapped, the person who was the slapper, and the onlookers. Everybody had zero social and emotional skills. All of them. Because children who have those skills will not stand and watch, will not stand and record, will not slap, and will not receive slap. But we don't teach it. We don't teach it. Yay, the script is up. We don't teach it. We don't. Yeah, they didn't have. And what's even worse, the school then gave us, a little bit of insight. Everything post that saga was also very poorly managed. But also, it was because social and emotional skills are at its lowest. You are trying to correct violence with violence. So it's a missing opportunity. Everything, including the government officials and the handling. Think about the entire value chain, that is everybody. When I was a student, at school administration, and I'm not putting anybody down. Please, I want to take a moment to say no. It is just because people don't know better. If they know better, if they went through a strong social and emotional learning program, they would have done better. They just don't. So it is that many of us don't know the importance of social and emotional learning and why it's a secret sauce. That's what, everything. That video continues to haunt me because it only came out on the social media. It's happening in many schools, in many classrooms. And it doesn't even need to be in Islam. It can be in the world. Just one word. This morning I was speaking to one of the most intelligent students I know. Believe me, IQ of 150 something. And the statement that came to me was, I regret being smart. So I asked her, and she goes, let me correct myself. I regret being academically smart. I wish I had stronger social and emotional intelligence. She's constantly depressed. She's in one of the best schools in the world. I ask you, what is it? She's constantly depressed. Doesn't acknowledge her strengths. She doesn't know how to manage her weaknesses. Weaknesses are not bad. They're good. See, when I go to her, he's 2 decades younger. I come out better. I come out what? Better. There are 3 things that make social and emotional learning very strong. Number 1, it improves academics. I don't know if you know that. Did you know that? It improves academic achievements. Did you know that? Or you didn't know? Again, it's not your fault. Schools that implement social and emotional learning programs have their students doing better academically than those who won't. Let me tell you why. 3 things. Oh, the slide is here. There are 3 things that make it so. 1 is readiness to learn. Who agrees? The second is confidence, self-confidence. You know when you know what you know and what you don't know. You know it helps you. What you know and what you don't know. Now what you know you apply with it because you know it. What you don't know, you find how to do it. Because you declare that you don't know it. And you have the confidence to declare that you don't know it. A lot of children in our schools are unwilling to do it. Do you understand? If student will say strong SEL skill, you say, no, I don't. I need help. X, Y, Z. They also don't know what they need help with because they've not been immersed in the strong social and emotional. So I'll go through these slides and I'll breeze through them. Unfortunately, they're just coming out and you have to write down. But I'll try to do a good job. I'm going to sell you a reason why you must implement social and emotional. So this was my content outline. This is my family. I usually like to tell people that this is the man that lets me fly. It's my younger brother. He's the reason why I'm where I am today. Honestly, you know when they say 2 become 1, 3, 2 become 1. This man has helped. So with every woman that is still looking forward to get over, I pray that you receive a Messiah in your life. That's the yes, because he's a great man. He's helping us. These are the people that God passed through here, because I have not much children. From here, these are my children. He's in the university, and both of them are 14 years old now. They are twins. And that always gets everybody. They are twins. In my life, I've done quite a bit of things. I'm currently the head of Africa programs at TOSSE. TOSSE is a non-profit, a British non-profit that does support governments in different parts of the world and NGOs in different parts of the world to implement what we call breakthrough schools. Breakthrough schools. And then I am also the co-founder of the Learning Craft. The Learning Craft is somewhere there. And these are the things, a couple of things that we have done. So I asked you how you were, right? And I wanted us to do a little breathing exercise, but we don't have time for that. Yeah? And when I was asking you how you were, this was what I was saying to you, right? Checking in with you. And I hope you have the moment to acknowledge that everything you're going through is violent. It may not be always palatable, but it's violent. It is your life. It's your life. And these were the quotes, right? Some of them are here. You will get them. But I want to point your attention to this one. It says, in a high IQ job pool, that is kind people with a lot of strong IQ, they're all big. I just told you one story this morning. They're all very strong with their high IQ. So let's say in a sea of people with high IQ, that's what it means there. In a high IQ pool, soft skills like discipline, drive, and empathy mark those who are outstanding. Yeah. The girl. That was the girl. That's the girl that received all those slaps. I'm not sure if I'm able to play the video. Can we play this video? Can we play? Do you have internet? Are you internet? Here. Can we do it? Some of them have not seen this video. Yes, it's a YouTube thing. It doesn't need voice, it just needs us to watch it. That's all. We don't need the voice actually. We don't need that voice. We don't need it. And see, those people can see. Can you read this? Let's go. There is an old-fashioned word for the body of skills that emotional intelligence represents. What's the word? Very good. Now let's look at some research. What is the data? What is the research? What is the data? The people who have collected information about social and emotional learning. What is the information saying to us? First, and I'm going to use SEL. When you hear me say SEL, what does that mean? Social and emotional learning. So I'm going to keep it at SEL. SEL programs have a great long-term impact on what? Academic growth. Because it has been found to do that. And those are the researchers there, and that is the link. You can go and verify, as some people say. You can go and verify. This is the one we all like, the academic part, but you don't even know that it has. Let me tell you, if a student does 50 out of 100 consistently, what this data is saying is that if they go through a social and emotional learning program, that they will have additional 10 points on their grades. So they will literally go from 50 to 60, from 60 to 70, from 70 to 80, from 80 to 90. That is the power of social, that's the power of SEL. You probably be asking, what is it that they were researching on? What were they trying to find? These are the things they were researching on. They were researching on, what are the SEL skills that the students have? Things like self-management, problem solving, decision making, refusal skills. A lot of our children are abused sexually. You know that, right? A child with SEL will not. If it happens, she will know how to solve it. She will report it immediately. You know these ideas of they will hide or lock. Not a child with SEL, strong SEL. No. The child will raise and allow. That vicious cycle will not come to them. So they were checking on SEL skills. That's what this research was looking for. SEL skills, attitudes. They were looking, what does the SEL do for attitudes? What does it do for SEL skills? Attitudes was a part of them. It was also checking, what does it do for positive social behaviors? What does it do for conduct problems? All of you are facing different kinds of conduct. Say class that is not disruptive. He said, do you have in your class now? Is it like there's nobody that is disruptive? In your class, no, there's no disruptive person. Everybody is just. He was looking for that conduct problems. Big item ticket there is bullying. They were looking. How does SEL reduce discipline referral? I was also looking for academic performance, which we all like in this part of the world. But I can tell you that you can know everything you know. When you get out of the business of knowing, you will begin to struggle. What is it saying? What is all the research telling us? It's telling us that SEL leads to long-term outcomes, life outcomes. So when there is a universal school-based SEL program, what happens in the short term? Positive attitudes towards themselves and others. In the short term, immediate term, you will see that. And the children will begin to look at themselves more positively and look at other people more positively. Long term, positive behavior, 3 things. Positive behavior, mental health, and academic success. When we complain about our children today, we don't know that the reason is because they are not immersed in social and emotional learning. What are the other things it's saying? It's saying that compared to control students are children who will go through an SEL program. Treatment, children who went through an SEL program. Right? Okay. What is the data on SEL still telling us? Look at this. Students with strong SEL improve academics by acquiring and applying the knowledge, skills, and attitudes to do these things. They know how to develop their own healthy identity. They know how to manage their emotions to achieve their personal goals. They show empathy and they feel it. They don't just insult anybody anyhow. See your big head. It's be hard. They know how to maintain and establish relationships. And they know how to make good decisions, responsible and caring decisions. And as a result of that, what will you see in your school? Decreased emotional distress. Few of these behaviors that lead to serious problems like bullying. And our research questions. We had over half of them as classroom teachers. 36% as school administrators, almost negligible number of counselors, and a smaller number of school owners. So it's good, right? It's mostly teachers, so that we know what's really happening. That is why it's a secret sauce. That is why it's a secret sauce. And I didn't just sit back and take the training on SEO because I took extensive training on it. I didn't sit back. When I took the training, I asked myself, what did I do? If I just take the training and know this thing, what would I do to support educators, to support schools, to install SEO programs? So, yes, that's what I'm wearing on my shirt, but that's less about that. Yeah. Okay. And then 15 minutes. Alright, now let's look at this. They're saying things that will happen when you have an SEO program. The core of it is these 2 things at the top in black. You have a nurturing environment. Everybody say nurturing environment. And the reason is because what SEL does is that it creates that climate for students to feel acknowledged. And I found that when I'm implementing it, I'm also feeling acknowledged. You know, that's the beautiful thing about SEL. When you, the teacher, is doing it with the students, you automatically become it. It's not a spiritual science. Because the more you tell children, acknowledge your weaknesses and acknowledge your strengths, what happens to you? What happens to you? It begins with you. Because the spiritual place is transformed because you are doing it. Please, if you disagree, do you agree? If you agree, readiness to learn is a challenge. And we don't know that there is that. That concept called readiness to learn is a game changer. But SEL programs implement it. So this framework said, with a nurturing environment, 2 things are happening. Positive mindsets. You heard about fixed and growth mindset, right? But I heard about it. Which one is the positive one? Growth mindset. It comes there. And then once they start going through the SEL, they're now exploring the skills. Look at the skills, those 5. Let's go. I call it 3S, 2 Rs. The first S, self-awareness. Second, third S, social awareness. Fourth, what first R, relationship building. And these people, not for yourself, Gary. Let's do a lot for ourselves. Let's go. Finally, I'm not here. Finally, I'm looking at you like this was not feeling me. But now he's feeling me, see? Right? So yeah, that's what happens. You know, that culture is built. Now when you are practicing, when you are doing the work, what happens? You're building those skills. And you're also building strong relationship skills because you are no more you consider your subordinates frustrating. And people write their very bad praises. The stronger your SEL, the higher your success. Because you unlock doors people can't unlock. Work books that they will practice in. You try to create a number of things that are affordable. You can install a social and emotional learning program in your schools for less than 3,000 per child. Lesser. It doesn't need to be awesome. I wanted to do that one. Because it doesn't need to be awesome. People are struggling. You know that. People are struggling. It doesn't seem possible. Right? It should be. And I'm not talking about hours. You know, not so much that, but it should be. It should be a big time. Of course, you should cancel the bill for parents because it's the program. But it shouldn't be expensive to do. Right? So, what you do, you use prompts. You have prompts. Right? You ask questions. And the students engage in those questions. And explore those questions and those statements. One of the prompts in our program is imagine a scenario where a child is being bullied. What would you do? What role will you play? Another one talks about cheating. Different things. A breadth of things. And of course, in awarding them, to ensure that you have badges, honor badges. You need to honor students who are showing SEL competencies. You know, we were saying people at this class, but you're not doing that because I will take that man, but I told you of the girl that spoke to this morning. She regrets being what? Academically serious. She would rather have replaced it with emotional intelligence. Her words. I just don't want to put this on the screen. And for those of you who chat to me on screen, grab it and I'll send it to you as evidence. We're talking about an A-asterisk student who is currently in one of the best universities in the world. And it is the heart that carries us throughout. The emotional part of us, the social part of us, is what leads us from one stage to another. Some of you are not good because your SEL is you don't know how to handle the situation. You don't know how to manage yourself. And more importantly, what it does as a school-wide activity that reduces and crashes bullying. Crashes. So you don't have those kind of things. So these are all some of the things that we have. We have lots of teachers, we have stuff from that and that. Engage with us, ask us questions. We want to know a little more. So meet us there. And thank you. That's the end of my session.